So I want to make this video about so what I've been doing, right, with the NFT projects and shit is I want to talk about this because I I know NFTs are this popular thing now, but I've known about NFTs for a year. So it's not new to me. It's not new to me in the aspect of like me just observing reality and observing where reality is going to go. I did this with psychedelics. When I first tried psychedelics, well, not psychedelics in general, but when I first smoked DMT when I was 20, I'm about to be 28. So, like, this is about 8 years ago now. I could see that psychedelics are going to become more popular. They will be the thing in the future, and it's still not there yet. But in the future, psychedelics will be more normal, and we will understand what they actually are and how they're a tool to travel into other dimensions and whatever. Hard to explain, that's not what this video is about. What this video is about is the fact that why am I doing an NFT project? It is not for the same reason why other people are doing NFT projects. It's like what's happening right now is another wave of the internet. That's why they're calling it Internet 3.0. But Internet 1.0 was like Wikipedia, AIM, AOL, Instant Message, email. That was like Internet 1.0. Internet 2.0. Facebook. Well, theoretically, MySpace was the beginning of that. But then Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, the whole social media thing, and like all of that, right? Because I heard Gary Vee say this, and he said it the best. Social media is just a word for the current state of the internet. That is so real. We get it misunderstood. People be like, well, social media is doing this or social media is doing that. Social media is not doing anything because it's just part of this thing. Just like NFTs are not scamming people, it's just part of this thing. In the 1990s, when the internet was like first invented type shit and first given to the public, people were scared to use the internet because you can get scammed on the internet. I hear that same fear tactic being spread about NFTs. That NFTs are just a scam, yada yada. And it's like, well, just because scammers use NFTs doesn't mean that NFT is a scam. Because those same scammers were using AOL Instant Message to scam people or email to scam people back in the day. Those same exact human beings. All that's changing is the tools that they are using, but the people using these tools are what make the tools good or bad, not the tools themselves. These tools are not good or bad, it's just what's happening. It is technology. It is the internet. I don't think we understand what the internet actually is. I made a video and I want to find the clip. I made this video in 2018. It's on the channel somewhere. I just gotta find the fucking clip, but I explained how blockchain it has the possibility of becoming a second internet, because that was around the time that Minds.com came out. Censorship started happening, and Minds like adapted their thing to the Ethereum network, and like it was the first thing I guess I've seen do that, and it had me thinking about the future of social media, where social media is going. Then it made me do research on the blockchain. What is the blockchain? And for those that don't know, the blockchain is the technology that that the cryptocurrency and NFTs are running on, in a sense. Just like the World Wide Web and the internet is the technology that YouTube and Facebook and like those are running on. It's a type of technology. And that's why I'm into this, into the NFT things. If I wanted to make quick money, I could sell drugs. If I wanted to make quick money, I would have just put up a quick picture of these NFTs and sold them. But that's not what this is about for me. I know that in the end, these things will start to pay off for me. I know what I'm doing, but it's just I want to make sure that I get into this correctly. I wanted to make sure that I made all the artwork for my NFT project, not somebody else. Because I've had offers of people like offering to make me an NFT project, or there's these new apps that are coming out that are helping it like be easier for other people to make NFT projects, and that's great. Um, because they're probably not getting into NFTs for the same reasons why I got into this. I got into this for the same reason why I got into smoking DMT, and I know that sounds crazy, but this is part of my journey. It's just what is for me. That I feel like the universe is trying to save me. I feel like the universe has been preparing me for this transition, so I'm just walking into the transition. Doing the NFT things is just perfect. The world is just evolving perfectly with my evolution. At least that's what it seems like. Because if this NFT thing got popular a year earlier, I wouldn't be prepared. But it got popular at the right time because my album is done and I'm getting ready to start making music NFTs. I have an NFT project called Markheads that's getting ready to drop. I also have another NFT project. And basically, as I drop all these NFT projects, it's going to allow people to see that NFTs are more than just what is being said or what's on the surface. Because what are NFTs? Really, what are NFTs? They're not just digital collectibles. They're not just digital contracts. They're not just the third wave of the Internet 3.0. They're not just whatever. They're all of the above. It's all of it. It's the next version of a Rolex, right? Of a Rolex watch. You know how, like, if you have a Rolex watch, what really is the difference between your Rolex watch and like $100 watch? They both tell time. The difference is Rolex. It's a Rolex, and everyone in the world, says that means something. These NFTs are very similar. Where why is the Mona Lisa worth anything? It's just paint on a fucking canvas. There's a lot of paint on a canvas that's worth nowhere near as much as the Mona Lisa. That's because the Mona Lisa has value that cannot be replaced. It's non-replaceable. That's what NFT is. Non-fungible token, non-replaceable token, a non-replaceable thing. And that NFT is the certificate of authenticity in a sense. And this is just the evolution of humanity. We are no longer going to be reliant on banks for our certificates or this. We're relying on the blockchain for our certificate, for our authenticity, for our whatever. And it's better that way. It is better that way. A lot of people are like, oh, what if we lose power and we lose the internet? And it's like, no, this isn't that type of thing. There's too much information to explain in one video, because like this thing is Internet 3.0. That's why it's better to explain it as Internet 3.0. But that includes, these, the metaverse, the coins, the cryptocurrencies, the NFTs, the DeFi thing, the whole thing that's happening. There's a giant switch in reality where I'm pretty sure my daughter will probably never have to work a job because she's learning about NFTs now and she's 10. So by the time she's 11 or 12, she should have her first NFT project out. And like, this is what all of our children will be doing. All of our kids will have NFTs. You will have no choice but to get NFTs because the future is going to revolve around NFTs. Your marriage licenses will become NFTs. Your tickets to shows and concerts will become NFTs. Your coupons will become NFTs. Where McDonald's and Burger King and all these, they will replace their coupons with an NFT. They will this thing is giant. It's not a trend. Like, it's funny because when I got my NFT project coming, and a lot of people think I'm hopped on a bandwagon, and it's like, no, they're about to hop on the bandwagon. I have known about this since 2018. Just like I'm only getting into this because I was fucking pissed off at myself in 2018. In 2018, I witnessed Bitcoin at $5,000. I witnessed it. And at that time, I had $1,000 to invest. I did not. I was scared. I didn't understand. I didn't whatever, but I did understand. I was just worried of my understanding. I was worried that I knew what the fuck I was talking about. It's the fear that prevented me from doing the thing, because I could see where the future was going. I could see what was about to happen, and I missed it because I hesitated. No hesitation on this. I'm going all in, right? And I'm going all in because I know I'm right, and I just need to prove it to myself. I'm not proving this shit to anybody else. I'm proving this to myself because I see it. Just like I've seen the stuff in the past that I didn't. I've missed opportunities. I'm not gonna miss this one, right? I wasn't alive for the opportunity of the first wave of the internet. If I was, I would have hopped in the first wave, right? Like, the people that hop in it first, they're the ones that like make giant. Not always, because Yahoo got into the internet first, but who the fuck is Yahoo, right? Like, most people don't even know who the fuck what Yahoo is, because Google did a full takeover, right? But there's going to be a lot of that happens with Internet 3.0. That there's going to be some websites that, like, some NFT type websites, because that's what the future of social media is becoming. Social media is evolving into sites like OpenSea, Rarible. These are all NFT sites where you can buy and sell NFTs at. That's the future of social media. That's what this is becoming. First it was Facebook, then it was, first it was YouTube, then it was Facebook, then it was this, that, and now it's the up and down, like, short style videos, and, like, that's becoming a thing, and, like, so, but that's a thing that's going to be with us forever. Just like these style videos are good. It's not like landscape style videos went away when people started doing portrait style videos, right? It's just now we have both of them. It's not that social media is going to go away. Facebook and Meta and Instagram and YouTube and Twitter, and these things are not going to go away, but you will see that they will become a Internet 3.0 website by adapting cryptocurrency, NFTs, and all this to their site. Just like Facebook started adapting the features to their site. When Snapchat started doing, like, the Snapchat features, the stories, Facebook also started doing stories, because this is not about copying one site or to another. It's not about that. It's about observing where is the future going. What are humans going to be doing in 10 years? Because 10 years ago, they didn't know humans would be doing what they're doing right now. Like, with stories, right? With the way people post stories and stuff. Like, that didn't happen 10 years ago. Because it didn't exist. Hashtags, I'm pretty sure were invented on Twitter. Before that, that was the fucking pound symbol, right? So, like, this thing that's happening is a complete evolution of reality. It's not a trend. I need people to see this. This is not a trend. There's a lot of people that are in this just for the money, and that type of shit makes this area shit. So, please, do not get into NFTs just to make a quick dollar. Now, I mean, you can, but it's complicated, because it's like getting into starting a business just to make money. If you started a business just because it can make more money than your 9 to 5, then you misunderstand how complicated business is, or that people who make it in the business world are people who are doing their thing for something that's bigger than the money, right? I'm doing this because this is big. This is the biggest wave of technology that I have ever seen before. It's going to be the biggest change in the financial world that's ever happened before. There will be more poor people that end up wealthy from this thing than has ever happened in human history before. And my goal is I'm going to be one of those people. And but I'm not doing this for the money because I grew up poor. I'm fucking fine poor, but now I know that I can have more. So I'm going to do this. But I'm getting into this because I am an artist. Because this is who I am. It's just who I am. I would be doing this whether I was doing NFTs or not. Now I wouldn't be doing NFTs, but the thing behind my NFT is what matters. It's not the pictures. It's the meaning behind the pictures. Now sometimes they're just some dope ass pictures that you buy and they don't mean anything. There's 3 types of NFTs that I know of. First generation, second generation, and third generation. And basically, the first generation NFTs are just pictures. Like the third, I'm pretty sure it was the third generation of NFTs was basically when your NFT has like backing in the real world, like if it means something in this world too. And that's what my NFT is. My Marquez NFT. It means something in this world too. There's a lot of meaning behind it. It's not just a picture. It's a ticket, it's a whatever. I'm not gonna get into that right here, but I guess what I'm saying is I'm just utilizing these tools. It's just like if you are a musician or an artist, you have a YouTube channel, right? I have a YouTube channel. I also am on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, I'm starting to spread my shit out on other things, right? Now I'm about to be on what the fuck, OpenSea and like a few others, and this is just me spreading my thing out as an artist, as just who I am. And it's no different than if I was to make a website or I'm getting ready to I've been writing my book, so I'm gonna have that out, and I've been making my music and I'm gonna have that out. I make my videos and I put these out. And now I make NFTs and I'm going to put those out. And for me, it's nothing new. This is just what I do. For other people, they're going to look at this and they're going to make a quick dollar, but their NFT won't mean anything. Therefore, it won't be here 100 years from now, right? Because I'm looking at this as like a long-term thing. And like, I wanted my first NFT to be so meaningful. And I could have paid someone to make it for me. But I individually made every NFT for this project. Every single one. And I'm doing the same thing for my next project. Every single one. And the next project's even harder because that's going to have 5,000 of them. And yeah, there are these things where you can make it easier or automatically generate like 10,000 pictures or whatever, but you didn't make those individual 10,000 pictures. An AI did, or a computer did, or a whatever, and that's fine if that is your legacy that you want to leave. But the legacy I want to leave is it's my art, and it could have been better if I had someone else do it. But then it wouldn't be my soul into it. Like, I'm just putting my soul into the things I do. And everyone looks at technology like it's so horrible. Like we're going to lose our souls inside of the computers or something. No, you're supposed to put your soul into things. Like, you're supposed to make music and put your soul into your music. You're supposed to do paintings, paint and shit, and put your soul into your paintings. If you make videos, you're supposed to put your soul into the videos. Like, I put my soul into these NFT projects, and that's why this shit's gonna work. This is all just a wraparound of my entire fucking journey, and my entire psychedelic journey ended up wrapping into this NFT journey because they're one and the same. The same thing that I got a calling to use DMT when I was 20 years old. I didn't know what DMT was. There was no friends around that were doing psychedelics. Like nobody around me was doing psychedelics. It was just a random thing, a random feeling where I got the calling. I heard DMT and I was like, wow, what's DMT? Clicked it, and that was that. And like I felt the need, like this calling where it like kept calling me, so I kept following it. And I got that same thing with this NFT project a year ago, when I first heard the words NFT. And I didn't know what they were, but I made it my life's mission at that point to figure out what they were. And I listened to Gary Vee talk about it 100 fucking times. I listened to everyone talk about it 100 times, and then I analyzed it from my perspective. And then I put together everyone's perspective, and I'm like, "Oh my god. What is happening is something that I can't even fucking explain. I'm going to make another video on this shit. So, go on for part 2.